Time is quickly running out for programs to help delinquent student borrowers get back on track and wipe clean of defaults.
So the Fresh Start program and onboarding period ends September 30th. Consumer Reporter Heather Sullivan joins us with some smart sense on what to do if you're behind on payments. Heather, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. You know, 112 consumer advocacy groups are calling on the U.S. Department of Education to extend the Fresh Start program and the onboarding period of the last year. The Government Accountability Office reports millions of borrowers are still falling behind on payments.
I currently have about 6 figures in student debt from my undergraduate and my graduate degree.
Amy Zulata is one of millions of student loan borrowers in the SAVE income-driven repayment and loan forgiveness plan, whose loan was placed in a zero-interest forbearance while the courts hear challenges to the program.
They don't know if they should be making payments right now, if they should be accepting the forbearance.
Zulata works with the Student Borrower Protection Center, one of 112 labor, consumer advocacy, and civil rights groups that submitted this letter to the U.S. Department of Education, saying those in the SAVE plan should have their time in forbearance count toward the total months of payments required for loan forgiveness.
It's great that borrowers are put into forbearances, but those forbearances don't currently count for things like public service loan forgiveness and income-driven repayment, two different programs that offer cancellation after, different periods of time.
The letter also calls for the extension of the Fresh Start program, allowing delinquent borrowers to have defaults erased, and year of onboarding where delinquent payments are not reported to collections or credit bureaus beyond their September 30th cutoff.
Our fear is that, those default rates could continue to rise.
Debt relief experts say delinquent borrowers should contact their loan servicers about repayment options or to join the Fresh Start program before it ends.
Have a conversation about the different options that might be available. Forbearance could be an option for you as well, which is an alternative that allows you to hold off making any payments, although interest will still accumulate generally during a forbearance program.
If payments are not received for 90 days after onboarding ends, the debts could be sent to collections.
That would definitely have a negative impact on the credit score and obviously on abilities to borrow, refinance, or even rent and obtain certain licenses and jobs.
So if you are behind on your student loan payments, contact your student loan servicer about your options. Make sure they also have your current address if you've moved. That way you're receiving information about your loans and your options. And you can also contact a debt attorney or a credit counselor to help you find ways to deal with this debt. So many people still really struggling with this.
A lot of people for sure. And then, really, what happens if you default on a student loan in general anyway?
Yeah, so besides collections or damaging your credit score, the federal government can also withhold your federal or state income tax refunds. But there's one change: they can no longer garnish your wages. So, but there's definitely serious consequences.
Yeah. Good to know all that. Thanks, Heather.